Fuck, dog, that my big cousin, my role model. Without dude, tell the truth, I be stuck in the bottle trying to get her, take some.
I come up, my grandma raised me and my two little brothers. You know what I'm saying? Since I was 14, bro, I've been paying bills. I've been taking care of my little brothers. I've been getting money. I've been doing everything I'm doing now. Man, this music, it's just, only thing new is I'm rapping.
Okay.
Everything right now is just like, that's why I ain't got no deal. You see all this ice on me, man?
Yeah, I
this,
see.
Man, come on, man.
But see,
while all these rappers and the fake watch busters, whatever it called, man, Young Dolph ain't in it. You feel me? I jumped in the game buying coops, buying ice, buying all that right now. It's still going on.
Okay, we're going to go back to everything, but I want to skip forward. Tell me about the day that you were arrested for this case.
It was my daughter's birthday, actually, and I was out. I had took her some cake and ice cream to school for her birthday, and the U.S. Marshals they were trailing me the whole time. I didn't know that they were trailing me because I had saw go van the day before.
And the U.S. Marshals they were trailing me the whole time. I didn't know that they were trailing me because I had saw go van the day before.
And he was telling me that, police was on to us or whatever, and he asked me when the last time I was supposed to Justin, and he was saying, I was like, it's been a minute. So he was like, they just ran in Justin spot the night before.
So he was like, they just ran in Justin spot the night before.
And he said that they been shooting at him, and that I need to get rid of my phone because they own us.
He said that they been shooting at him, and that I need to get rid of my phone because they own us.
And the next day, I was locked up,
Police captured you? Police captured you that day?
Next day.
Did they get your phone that day from you?
They ain't get it from me. I left it with my children's mother, or whatever.
They get your phone from your children's mother?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't throw it away like Govan told you to?
Nah, I ain't threw it away. I gave it to her.
Now, when the police first arrest you, at the very start, do you say, hey, I want to tell you the truth about this whole thing?
No. I ain't never PD.
Okay.
What's going on, y'all? This is True. Family, friends, and supporters. Big salute. Had a little business to handle yesterday, but we back. The case of Young Dolph. The trial of Young Dolph. Justice for Young Dolph. Long live the Flipper Man. It continues. In this video, we're going to be discussing a couple of things. We're going back to, as you heard, I chopped and screwed it up, slowed it down to make a couple of points stand out based on Cornelius' testimony only. This is based on Cornelius' testimony. So you heard what you heard, but let's start from the beginning when Paul Hagerman asks Cornelius a very specific question rather he made a statement and said, we're going to take it back from the beginning, Cornelius. Well, we're going to take it back from the beginning. Who all remember? It should be embedded in your mind. The white Mercedes, right? Now, the white Mercedes, before we get started on that conversation, has been used in a multitude of crimes. Remember, the same white Mercedes made it all the way to ATL. That's how Trayon Ingram name. That's one of the ways Trayon Ingram's name get in it. And if you don't know who he is by now, real quick, he's the one that they arrested for the murder of Anita Wilson, the two ladies that got shot in Covington, using the very same white Mercedes. That's Trayon Ingram. His name came up in the trial, the real quick trial of Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop. So that is Trayon Ingram. Let's take it back to Kroger on Kirby in East Memphis, Hickory Hill, whichever one you want to call it, where they say the white Mercedes was carjacked. Now, we had to filter through a lot of nonsense, if you will, concerning this white Mercedes. Once upon a time, somebody had an alleged insurance guy talking about that was Black Youngster's car. I don't know what happened with that, so let's just start from there. I don't know whether that was ever true or not, but I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that. Now, what I do know is that the news media had a lady that they interviewed concerning this very same white Mercedes. They didn't show her face, just as they didn't show Cornelius' face. I don't know what that's for, but we already know how he looked since day one. Now, it was another guy that had got arrested concerning that white Mercedes. I think I did a video, well, I'm sure I did a video about 10 back. I forgot his name again. When he got arrested for that white Mercedes, the witness, Valerie Wilkerson, she did all that, and then when this preliminary hearing came, when this court date came around, where she's supposed to be coming in there and testify and saying the same thing that they made a big deal out of. I was talking on the phone, I was a gangster. They hit me in the head, I got out and ran, and they hawked me down, drugged me back to the car, made me start the car, hit me again, and then took off in the car. And the whole time I remained on the phone talking to somebody. Okay then, all right, that always have made sense to me, not. So, that car was carjacked, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on November the 10th, if I'm not mistaken. 2 days later, that same white Mercedes made its way to Covington to be involved in a murder, attempted murder. The same thing surrounding Dolph and Marcus, right? One didn't make it, the other one survived. Now, Darnisha, she got hit up and chopped up, just like the Flipper Man, and I hate to say it like that, but that's what happened. Whenever any Tennessee resident go down the main street under supervision, you can view the whole video and all the evidence, the photos and all things, everything. But she survived in this white Mercedes that made it to Atlanta once again, to being used to be used in the robbery of a rapper that you might know, Nook If You Book. I think her name is Diamond. Well, that's just one of the crimes. So when I say that and mention that, that means a big part of this federal RICO is gonna have to do with gangs. The gang. A major part of this RICO is gonna have to do with the gang. So y'all keep that in mind. Now that's a little history on the white Mercedes, right? Now, we're going back to the day, December the 9th, 2021, Cornelius Smith, as you heard him say, I was going to drop off, I think he said, did he say? I was going to drop off a cake for my daughter's birthday, but that was on December the 9th. I thought on November the 17th was your daughter's birthday, Cornelius, if I'm not mistaken. See, it's a whole lot of half-ass lies in this quick trial that y'all need to pay attention to. But that's okay. True gonna pay attention to it. Because I swore you said you took out young Dolph on your daughter's birthday. Now your daughter's birthday, maybe it was another daughter on December the 9th. But more specifically, what stands out to me is that this is the first point. You said, and I slowed it down, you said, the day before I got arrested, I talked to Quit the day before, and he was telling me that they was on to me the day before. They was on to me. I need to get rid of my phone. The very next day in South Haven, Mississippi, where the mother of my child lives, my children lives, baby mama lives, I got arrested. And I knew they was following me because it was the U.S. Marshals. And the day before that, I talked to Quick because he told me they was on to me. So I knew they was following me. And come to find out they was the U.S. Marshals. That's one point, right? Then, when he mentions another day, when he mentions another conversation with Quick Govan, he says, they just ran up in straight drop spot. So you need to get rid of the phone. And they shooting at me. They shooting at me, so the heat is on. In another part of his testimony, right? And that was the day before too. So it seemed like to me, every time Quit knows, Govan knew more than he's letting on, just like he had cameras pointed at the house across the street where they parked the car at. Now, I always thought that was a retarded move. If you directly hands on, why would you park a car close to my house? But you know what? They did it. All right, so let's continue. Now, keep in mind, this street that you keep looking at, where Cornelius got arrested at on December the 9th, they also asked Cornelius, Paul Hagerman also asked Cornelius, so when you got arrested on that day, did they take your phone? Like, no, I left it at my baby mama house. Govan told me to get rid of her, but I left it with her. So they didn't take your phone. No, but they did get it. Yeah, they got it from her. Now, when they arrested you, this is Paul Hagerman questioning Cornelius. Did you immediately tell them that you had something to do with this? The unaliving of a young dog? You're like, nah, I ain't never did that before. All right, that's that. Now let's keep going. To fast forward a little bit, not too long ago, when a person that's supposed to be on house arrest, monitored in a high-profile case such as young Dolph, right? You let him out on $90,000 bond, which was blatant disrespect. But it happened. I guess whatever he told, we're going to find that out real soon. There's a lot of paperwork going around that hasn't been released yet. So that's for a specific reason. And only a few got it. So, you are able to do anything that you want to do, right? With no supervision at all. How is it that you're on house arrest? Because I ain't heard not one person answer that question yet. What is house arrest? Don't you supposed to have on an ankle monitor and they supposed to know where you at? But you done been to funerals, been out of town, cross country skiing. I could have sort of seen your ass in Puerto Rico, swimming with the fishes, and you been everywhere but at the house. You was spotted at Home Depot. I don't know what you're doing there. Y'all better be. Yeah, somebody go to Home Depot, like you. What you gonna get? Some limes, some shovels? What's going on with that? Y'all probably need to go figure that out. But anyway, so you're able to go everywhere you want to go. Now, what was the reason that you was in South Haven? Because in this video alone, I done made two very strong points. Point number one is that that's where Cornelius' family stayed. His dad stayed in Lamar and Sims. But his mother, his children, and the rest of the family stayed in South Haven. So what was Govan headed to in the exact same place that Cornelius' family stayed at on that day that he got arrested? What was he going to do? That's a question that I don't know the answer to. But it seemed very suspect that you was going there. Now, I don't know if you had already went and dropped off. Maybe you was going to drop off a payment of hush money or something like that to Cornelius's baby moms, because until this day, he said he don't know. All he knows is that his lawyer got the money from CMG, but we don't know who CMG or anybody that's whatever bag man they use, who he gave it to. It's a possibility he could have gave it to Cornelius' baby mom or family members to give to the lawyer. But either way, the lawyer got it. Now there's a paper trail that if that ever be found out, that's just another notch in the belt where CMG gonna have to answer for this, because that's just the way it goes. Now, or another thing, what was he doing? Because we already seen that he had a severe, like I ain't never heard of first degree stalking and harassment and following. I don't know what's going on. Somebody was good at putting their paperwork do that. I'm curious to see the circumstances surrounding that. So that is a very dangerous game, and that's the point I wanted to make, because it seems like CMG has somebody out here that's holding it down. And since Chuck is out of here, and ain't no way in hell that y'all can fool yourselves saying Gotti ain't never been around Hernandez Govan. Just like Gotti is seen in photos with J Money, D Money, Teasy, the whole gang. Black Youngster, all that gang gotta been around. The whole gang. So I don't know what part of the gang y'all think this ain't nothing but the beginning of level 2. And that's why we're gonna stay true over here. So that's the point I wanted to make in this video. Let that marinate for a minute, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this conversation. Now, before I go, let me do this for the home team concerning what was forced down y'all throat about this third shooter. Now, I want y'all to watch this very, very closely and tell me what you see. I'm gonna play it at regular speed, and then I'm gonna slow it down. Now, tell me, since we now know that was Cornelius with the Draco, right? Watch closely as he backs up and turn into what some people has called out, made a whole different person with a name, 2 names, a government name, and called him Tippy Toe. All right, to make this, to force this third shooter, the infamous Tippy Toe. I think they called the dude to Darryl Mason or something, probably somebody real government name that was over there. I mean, put him side by side. He was at the Family Dollar. He was across the street. Gave him a name. Talked to the detective. Called him out in Tippy Toe. Gave him a real name. I know who it is. All the time. All the time. It was the same person as you about to see. Cornelius Smith. Gunning down Dolph. And that's just the way that's just the way you looking at it. That's the same Tippy Toe. That's the same, I'm talking about a whole person with a whole name, with a whole family. So did that shit about 4 months and called the police on this man, called him Tippy Toe. And now the video came out, and that's come to find out you looking at it. Ain't no damn Tippy Toe. What about that? Cornelius the whole time. Ain't nothing changed. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But you know, I be watching. I be seeing late night lives, and I'm still missing it too. And what? Still the truth. Boy, there go Tippy Toe right there, coming alive in front of y'all eyes. And if you look all the way down there towards the laundromat, I thought Daddy-O And Kato 2 Time was down there at the laundromat watching with bags in their hand. Stop it. Sometimes you gotta let things go and correct your mistakes instead of moving on to missing bullets and all of that. And I ain't no hate or nothing, but you know where it's supposed to be justice for Dolph. This level 2 CMG still out there trying to move on to level 2. Ain't no missing bullets. Dolph no longer physically here. To me, that's very disrespect. The way you dragging out something for content about somebody stole some bullets. And that's just for you. True. Like, share, subscribe. Always support. Cash App $ TRURESULTS number 2. You know, because I see everybody else getting supported. And I ain't no different. Shit, true. Like, share, subscribe too. I'm out until next video. Y'all use y'all third eye. Press your belly button, activate your third eye, because they think y'all stupid. True.
I'm just tell y'all the truth, man. I can't respect nothing like, it's like, the music cool, the money cool, all that. But if I don't respect you, if it's something about you I just don't respect, bro, I can't sit and fake and act like it's all good. It's just like he got on here and he said something about, I guess it was something about a feature. Like, oh, he didn't do a feature or something for me, right?
Mm-hmm. He said he asked you asked him for a feature.
Listen, man, on my little boy and my little girl, man, he come to me talking about let him get on the song. You know what I mean? Why you want me to get on this song? So I'll send it to me. Send me the song with the open verse. You know what I mean? Now if it was the other way around where I'm trying to do, you gotta think this back in the day where I don't really even know the game to know nothing. All I was doing was just pulling up on everybody with a bag.
But I didn't even make the connection. I met Dolph through Drummer Boy. He said he wanted to do a feature with me. Like, I got a guy, he said, this is my buddy, I'm doing a tape with him. Don't charge him the price you would charge him. You know what I'm saying? He doing this out of his pocket, showing some love, he up and coming. And we met that day, we did a feature, and I ain't think nothing else of it. One of my homeboys, he was like, man, Dolph hard. But I didn't even make the connection with this, the dude who I did a feature with maybe a year ago. So I listened to his tape, and I was like, damn, he is hard. Then I called Drummer Boy and said, hey man, connect me with that dude who I did that feature with. I just heard his tape. And I called him, I told him, I said, hey man, you know, I'm just building a studio. Anytime you want to come up here, man, you know, let's just make some music. I'll never charge you again. And once I met him and we started being cool and being friends, I said, hey man, you know, my door's always open to you. I like stuff that's real. I like stuff that I feel like the artist match the music. And with him, it's like, what you see is what you get. When you meet him in person, what you see is what you get. It ain't hard to decipher that, hey man, what he's telling you is true.
Hey, God, quit playing, man. That motherfucking son of a gun hard, but that other mixtape you finna drop.
Everybody really can do it, but it's about who really wanna do it, who really want it. Everybody gonna run their mouth about, man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Next time you see what they doing, you still talking. Then you got some other people like, man, they just sit and they just watch everybody doing everything. Like, man, he doing this, he got this. They can tell you everything what's going on about everything. Feel what I'm saying? Definitely. It really ain't numbers. Staying focused, bro. That's all it is, bro.
Man, I taught myself how to cut hair when I wasn't 12, I was 13. Like 13 years old, I taught myself how to cut hair. So I was coming out of the 8th grade, you know what I'm saying? So when I was like 14 years old, like I'm full-fledged chopping. Bro, in the hood, you gotta do something. You know what I mean? Like, me, I couldn't just be a little kid. I couldn't be a little kid. You know what I mean? Like, for real, bro, like 2021, bro, like, everybody like me to be changed. You know what I mean? Like 12 months, bro, everybody like me to be changed. Every fucking body. Feel what I'm saying? Too much shit going on, bro. We dropped the movie, got the music, and we said shit again. Just check this shit out, bro. I got some shit for y'all.